Hello fantastic creatures, I'm Fantasims and welcome to my channel. In my previous video I talked about how I think we will be getting a medieval or royal castle theme pack in the future, and I still think that, but it is more likely that the next pack we will be getting is at the end of March and could be the Generations pack so many have been longing for. I know Iron Seagull just did a video on clues for a Generations pack, but I purposefully did not watch it yet so that I wouldn't copy anything he said, and actually my thought that it could be a Generations pack is because of an object I just stumbled across a couple of minutes ago whilst working on a medieval build project. So ignore all this clutter, this is all my organized medieval objects I use while I'm building. Okay, so here's why I think we're getting a Generations expansion pack next. So there now seems to be a link between Parenthood and the update we will be getting end of March. People thought Parenthood was a watered down version of Generations and that we would therefore not get a Generations pack, but as some of you might remember, last August Sim Guru Ninja made a comment about Generations, and thankfully I'm back on Extra Time Media's website because they documented it. And what happened is a simmer had made a comment about Parenthood being the Sims 4 version of a Generations pack, something like that. I don't want to misquote the person because it was so long ago I don't really remember. But Sim Guru Ninja replied and said that they were two totally different packs and totally different sizes. One is an expansion pack, the other is a game pack. Parenthood isn't meant to be Generations, it's meant to make kids and the teens age more meaningful leading into adulthood. So then another simmer responded to that by asking the question, will the Sims 4 Generations expansion be a thing? But Sim Guru Ninja responded to that saying, rule nothing out, it could be fun, right? And then after that he followed up with, oh goodness, to folks trying to read too much into this, not saying we're making this, just saying we haven't made it in The Sims 4. Parenthood isn't Generations. So that actually leads me into an object I stumbled across today, and I've seen this bed a million times, but when I saw it again, all of a sudden the image of the bunk beds that are coming soon looked identical. I mean, look at it. If you look at the silhouette, it's the exact same bed. We've got the same rounded framework, these little circular pieces on these two bits here. Then the spacing between the bars, there's a bigger space in the center, then it gets a bit smaller and then thinner, and it's the same in the image, bigger in the center, then a bit smaller, then skinnier. Even the shape of the pillow, I don't know if you can see it as crisply right now, but the pillow comes to a point right here and it's the exact same shape over here. And then even the way that the fabric of the bedding drapes over the bed is the exact same. So why create a bed identical to the Parenthood style? If this version of the bed is supposed to be a base game update, why make it in the Parenthood style? Could there be a connection in those themes? The only theme that I can think of connecting to Parenthood is Generations. Generations is one of the most requested packs amongst the community, so it is highly likely that they will deliver a similar pack to us before the Sims 4 iteration is over. Now, a lot of people have been speculating that we will be getting a game pack next based on past release dates, and although no game packs have been released in March, there were two packs that came out in January and two in February. But it is possible that we could get a Generations pack at the end of March instead, and since Generations would most likely require an expansion level pack, especially since Ninja specified Generations is an expansion pack in his Twitter reply, and since the bunk beds seem to have a link to Parenthood, it is more likely we're getting an expansion pack at the end of March if it is a Generations themed pack. Now, most expansion packs have come out in November and June, but there is one other pack that came out in March, and that was the first ever expansion pack, Get to Work. So it is possible we could. I mean, they've been throwing us a lot of curveballs lately with unexpected things like these new kit pack types and the anniversary update, and it is also possible that this bunk bed is literally just going to be a base game update. But usually they don't make an entire update for the game when they're just adding one item to the game, and usually when they add items like this, it comes along with a pack. They'll have a base game version and then a pack version of that object, like they did with the Eco Lifestyle ladders. Now, there is a slight hint with Nifty Knitting Pack, and it's this embroidery collection. It says a treasured family heirloom passed down through the generations, and I mean, that's a bit vague to be a clue all on its own. To me, the silhouette of the bed linking to Parenthood seems to be a stronger clue to me, and copying the Parenthood bed just seems odd to me. There are no other beds that look like that except for the Parenthood bed. Why link the two styles together? I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. You guys always pick up on stuff that I miss, so I love hearing your thoughts on this. If you enjoyed this video, please give it an encouraging thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the bell to be notified about fresh content. You guys know that I freaking love you.